Before we get started, this video is brought to you by Killer Guitar Academy. They have a new encore guitar course designed specifically for adults trying to learn guitar for the first time. Whether you've never owned a guitar or it's been forever since you've played, this is kind of the course for you. It's a course that'll put you on track for exactly where you want to be. It'll teach you how to buy a guitar for the first time, which can kind of be a daunting thing. It includes songbooks with hundreds of chords and lyrics so that you can get on your way to playing some of your favorite songs. And my favorite thing that they include in the bundle is a course specifically on how to set up your guitar for the first time. That's the thing that I actually have never learned. I've always taken my guitars to get serviced, spend $100 or so each time to get them set up. And honestly, it's something I wish I'd learned sooner. I think the biggest hindrance for somebody learning guitar for the first time is if your guitar doesn't feel good. And a lot of people don't even realize why that is if they're just playing because they just don't know the difference. This gets you both the start of how to pick it, great songs to play, and also will make your guitar feel great for you, make you want to practice, get you to where you want to be when you're learning guitar. So if you're ready to stop waiting, you want to learn some awesome guitar, go check it out. Link in the description, Killer Guitar Academy. Check them out.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. It was a great life. It's Friday.
Well, it's a great life. You can notice, if you do, that we are crisscross apple to sauce.
It's because we're about to hit a long prog song. Exactly what it's all about.
Yep.
And You and I from Yes.
Very excited. It's got, it's crazy. It's got your name in it.
It's actually kind of accurate.
And You, which is Andy.
There's a space involved in a little bit, but that's absolutely true. We made a post asking for what is the next prog song that we should check out, and this is overwhelmingly the highest suggested one that I saw.
Yeah.
And it's been a minute, and we haven't hit like a longer song like this in quite a while.
Which I'm excited for. I've been waiting for it. It really, you just need the band that you know can knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Yes is one of them.
Because it used to be kind of like a staple. We used to hit all kinds of long songs.
Yeah.
And yeah, very, very excited to check this out. Some good old Yes. We hit Close to the Edge from this record a
and
way
Siberian
while back.
Catrue.
Yeah.
So I think this is the only song we haven't heard from the record. So this kind of completes that. And then we can just listen to the whole record all the way through in our lonesome without feeling guilty. Also, make sure you're sitting down, having a good little, whatever you do for longer songs.
Ideally crisscross.
Crisscross.
Follow your heart.
Yeah, because we're going to be pretty dialed in, I think.
I think so. I'm feeling
focused.
it. Feeling it.
You'd be dialed in. You used to call your friends on the phone. You used to not have to go to the grocery store to pick up milk. I'm lactose intolerant. You never had lactose. Pick up paint from the paint supply store. You don't know. I've been to paint. I know how to paint. I used to have rollers.
Yes. 1972. I love his voice. Yep.
As a foundation left to create the spiraling, a movement regained and regarded both the same. All complete in the sight of seeds of life with you. Changed only for a sight, the sound, the space agreed. Between the picture of time behind the face of me. motion made, all complete in the sight of seeds of life with you. Oh, come and take cause there is a million hope, and we must walk into the door. Cause I'm right, we get up, just another earth. We want the light of clean one, tell you watching all of the world, watching go by. And you and I climb over the sea to the valley. And you and I reach out for reasons to coming quickly to terms of all expression made, emotion revealed as the ocean made, as the movement regained and regarded both the same, all complete in the sight of seeds of life with you. Sat preacher nailed upon the
Love how intimate it got.
corridor of time. Insane teacher, be there reminded of the rhyme. There'll be no mutant enemy we shall certify. Political ends, our sad remains will die. Reach out as forward taste begin to enter you.
So cool.
Whoa. Whoa.
I listened hard but could not see. Light tempo change out and inside me. The preacher training on to lose his name. The teacher travels asking to be shown the same. In the end we'll agree, we'll accept, we'll immortalize that the truth of the man maturing in his eyes.
That chord. Wow. Love that.
And you and I clear crossing the shapes of the morning. And you and I reach over the sun for the river. And you and I glide clearer towards the movement. And you and I gold over valleys of endless sea.
Wow. Beautiful song.
That was, yeah, that's the word for it. It felt so light yet transcendent at the same time.
I
At
had the
different
exact
points.
same feeling, and I think kind of the thing that came to me at the end is like it almost felt childlike in a way, or like emotions that you'd feel as a child.
Like, yeah, almost like appealing to that like child self, like that child soul.
Yes.
That's always like
There with you.
that was always there, and that
Yeah.
still is like always there with you somewhere.
But somehow told in like the most complex, beautiful way possible. Like it gives me a very similar feeling to. Do you know that song by the White Stripes, "We're Gonna Be Friends"?
I think so.
It feels like that to me as far as like emotion. But is just both musically, harmonically, and lyrically so intricate. And yet again, like most Yes songs, just so perfectly done.
Yeah.
I loved. I noted it in the song, but like, there's a section when it goes to just guitar, kind of like 6 minute mark, 7 minute mark,
Yeah.
where it just does guitar, like goes back down again, and everything sucks down. All the reverb's gone, and it's such a stark contrast to what came before, and it just all of a sudden goes from like this reverb and like delay that you've been hearing through the rest of the song, and sucks it to this like such a private, close moment, and it's
Yep.
so beautifully done, and it's so impactful.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It definitely felt very personal and almost like very uplifting. Like there's a lot of songs like I feel like mostly like when the word "you" gets used in songs, usually it's because like maybe the song is written about somebody or like
Yeah.
almost like to somebody or like with
Yeah.
some relation that they have with somebody.
Yeah.
And there are also a good amount of songs that like address the listener, but
Yeah.
this one very much felt like an intimate addressing of the listener.
Yeah.
And like trying to share something with them, like
Yeah.
in a very uplifting just way. And it didn't feel like not even in like a preachy way. It just felt
No,
very
just
much
sharing.
just like sharing some light.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah,
Damn,
this is so
dude.
good.
And you and I, like that just like it's also just like a beautiful phrase. Like it's like connecting. It's like
Yeah.
we're like all like together. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like crossing the sun to the river, like just some
Yeah.
really great imagery, along with some like very, very interesting soundscapes, very multi-layered instrumentals, and again, this is on the same album as like Closer to the Edge, which is very harmonically dense. Really,
Yeah.
it's not a song that meets you halfway,
Right.
and this somehow kind of feels like it does.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably the closest song besides Roundabout to me. Because I actually just went recently, like a couple months ago, listened to a bunch of the Yes songs that we listened to. Like Starship Trooper, like a lot of the ones
Yeah.
we'd hit. And I enjoyed them all. I love Yes. But there is like a certain level of Yes that the average person you could just show on the street and they could be like, oh, this is a cool song. And some of them were like, you got to sit down, you got to be prepared,
Yeah.
or it's not going to work.
You have to like warn them.
Yeah, this feels like one where you really could, as like a 10-minute long opus of a song, really still connect very easily.
If you want to show someone like what Yes is all about. Maybe
Yeah.
they're not super familiar with prog, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they could still, if they sat down, they'd probably enjoy it.
Yeah, what a great song for the record.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out how I rate it.
I think I know my rating. I think I'm just gonna go A+ for sure.
I think okay, A+ too. Yeah, because A+. I think it's hard to like rate Yes songs in comparison to other Yes songs because they're all really, really good. Like I really can't think of one that we didn't like.
I think it's like that with like prog in general too, because there can also be a lot of times where like you have like, let's say like a longer song and so many sections, and maybe some sections you like a lot more than others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you're adjusting the whole piece also. It can be a little difficult sometimes.
Yeah, there was not one section of this I did not enjoy, and especially I'll tell you this: the guitar at the beginning and then it comes up later at the end is so subtle and minimal and beautiful, and the playing is fantastic. It's on a 12-string guitar, so you get this like extra bit of like contrast in the notes that, or like texture, not contrast, but texture.
Yeah.
And it just is, so, I mean, just this is so intimate. It's so intimate.
I feel like that
that
acoustic is really kind of like what brought that personal feeling. Also,
Yeah,
that
you're
intimate
probably right.
Feeling. And I love how I don't know any other genre where you can get like light, like super airy, freeing like acoustic like that, and then you have like kind of like those just like the synth sounds kind of like coming in like that.
Yeah,
but I just don't know another genre where you get that, and I love how because it's definitely like ballsy or just like it's very pushing, and I guess that's why it's called prog, but like to have like beautiful rhythm like acoustic and then just to throw that right on top like really high in the mix, like that's a risk for sure
because if it does not go over well, then it's like front and center to not go over well. It's not tucked in the background.
It's like you could very easily ruin a good thing, right? But they definitely do it perfectly.
I also made a comment about one of the chords in specific towards the end that I realize now there's a Snarky Puppy song, which is like a modern band or it's like a jazz band, and it's called Outlier, I think is the song, and it's got a very similar chord in it that is like the reason I got into them or like their music at all was that chord, and it's like the same 2-chord passing thing that is in this, and it is so awesome. It's so awesome, like powerful, anthemic, but not taking itself like too seriously. It's just like it feels anthemic the way that a mountain is anthemic.
Yeah.
Like nobody had to craft it, it's just there. And like this didn't feel like it had to try, even though I know they did. Like they're obviously great musicians and put a lot of work into it, but it just feels like timeless in
like
a way.
Had to be like discovered.
Like not even timeless, like discovered. Like beyond space and time. It's just a thing that's always been there, just waiting for you to listen to it for the first time.
Yeah.
So yeah, fantastic song.
Lovely. Can't overhype it enough. Definitely let us know where to go next with Yes and other awesome prog.
We'll see you next
songs
video.
to check out. Peace.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you had a good time watching that video, go and upvote the video, subscribe if you're not already. Check out some other videos here on the YouTube or on the Patreon if you want extra juicy stuff you can't get on YouTube.